Welcome to my channel. So this week we are going to discuss about the lagging sectors, leading sectors, and the sectors which are emerging out slowly. There is one surprising sector which has made a potential move, and this could be the next key point where the bull market can resume over there. And what are the changes we can expect when the war comes to an end with respect to US and Iran? So stay tuned. Coming to this week, Nifty total market returns, we have seen good amount of 5 trading days. Out of that, Monday was pretty much bad, and Tuesday and Friday has recovered strongly, and the market has ended with 0.63 returns over the week. So what does it signify? Currently, with the current situation, we are slightly neutral to bullish sentiment, and this is going to continue further if deal has been signed from US and Iran mutually. So now, what are the current expectations in the market at this point of hour? And what is going to happen in the coming days. So once we see the charts of Nifty total market, one thing what we can clearly observe is there like the highs of May is way far from the current scenario. So at this point, what we can hope is market is slightly turning bullish and hope this momentum continues and we breach the high which was made in May. Now, barring the Nifty total market, Nifty 500 is also pretty much on the same lines of Nifty total market. The only pocket which is strongly, or I would say very weak at this point of hour, is Nifty 50. So I'm going to share the charts here. We can see the difference with respect to Nifty 50. The amount of difference or the height, April high till date. So we are near at 4% down from the highs which were made earlier. What does it say altogether? The large caps have still longer way to come up altogether, and the smaller pockets like microcaps, small caps, mid caps are pretty much doing well. And now coming to the lagging sectors, Nifty 80 is still lagging despite rupee recovering to its more or less the highs of this particular year. I would say at this point of our IT is still lagging mainly because of the earnings and as well as the AI headwind. So what about the auto sector? One thing what we were hoping for like the auto sector to recover, and there are some signs or hopes that it could recover in the coming days, but still I'll wait and watch until it takes out the highs of January 2026. Now moving ahead with Nifty Indie Digital, I'm still bearish. Nifty Realty is somewhat okayish, but still I'm not so comfortable over there. Moving ahead with Nifty Media. So this is one pocket which is showing a little bit of resistance and coming up very strongly. We can see the continuous buying here, right? So it has made a clear-cut bottom altogether. What does it signify and what could be the length over here, like at which it can break out on from the top? So the chances of moving up is on a higher end, but I would not still bet on it because the past headwinds are very strong. That means the resistance because of the past price action is very strong on the top, and Nifty Media could be a dark horse altogether, if at all, if there is any bull market which is going to resume in this particular space. Now moving ahead with the leading sectors, in this particular week, Nifty Private Bank made a fantastic run up. Just see the candlestick chart which has made. Pretty much it is stronger here, and we closed from the bottom till the top, and a fantastic run of 6.36% in the week, which is clearly telling you that the space is going to recover pretty much smoothly. So Nifty Private Bank is somewhat leading up, and the surprising sector is Nifty Microcap. During these times, there was hardly any corrections in Nifty Microcap space. You can see the price action pretty much clearly here. The price action literally broke out from the previous trend and it retested the same trend and it is moving up ahead again. So my bet with respect to any kind of sector going forward from the past sectors like Nifty Metal, Pharma, Energy or Healthcare will definitely be on Nifty Microcaps. So how can we trap or how can we catch this particular trend? There are 250 stocks in this particular index. Try to break down into the chunks and observe or study the charts and also look at the liquidity of these particular stocks. Wherever the liquidity is high and the charts are more or less resembling this space or breaking out from the bottom and moving towards top very strongly, those are the pockets where we are going to have very good amount of run up, and I would prefer to have those things. Now how can we filter it out? I would literally depend on the fundamentals over here, wherein we can see the earnings and the good fundamentals of good balance sheets, I would say, and the free cash flow, and there should be less amount of debt from the company. All these factors are going to be beneficial in this particular sector or in the bull run. So this is how I would filter out the stocks with respect to the current market and how I approach the upcoming bull run, if at all, if I have to invest my hard-earned money over there. And I would clearly balance my portfolio with respect to indices and the stocks which I'm going to pick. And out of that, I'll hope that the next run will be from microcap space and the small cap space. That is my bet. Now coming to US-Iran war outcome. One thing which stands out is US is desperate to make this deal happen. Not sure what are the background scenarios at this point, but they want this deal to be closed off very pretty badly. So that's why Trump has been pushing for the closure from past 1 to 1.5 months, and that is kind of coming to a closure because capital markets are pretty much bleeding heavily, and I don't think the government can take some more at this point of our. So the deal could come to a closure, and Iran is also responding well for the first time in from past 39 announcements from Trump. They are pretty much responding in the positive sense, and I hope the deal could be struck at this point of time. And India is going to be the very biggest benefactor because of two reasons. One, we sourced cheap oil from Russia and other providers when the Strait of Hormuz was closed. We already have a source of oil. And second, if the Strait of Hormuz is open, what we can expect here is like oil prices are going to go down pretty drastically. Again, India is going to be benefited out of it. So it's an addition on top of the existing benefit. How could it turn out? The sectors which are pretty much dependent on these kind of activity, paints, agrochemicals, chemicals, and the aviation sector, all these things are going to get a strong boost. And these are the spaces where we can see a strong run up, but it could be a shorter term run up, but we definitely can anticipate one run up over there. This is how we turn news into facts, facts into the understanding of the decisions or the trades. Thanks for watching my video. Stay tuned.